Do not listen to this recording while driving or if you are operating machinery. Only listen when you can safely relax and are able to get as comfortable as possible.
Hi, my name is Robert Aceves, and I welcome you to this meditation, Prophecies to Sleep and Wake Up Happy. This meditation will help you find the important ingredients that make success in life possible. Success in family, in love, at work, in health, well-being, and in general in any area of life. I'm going to ask you to go to a place where you are comfortable and where no one will interrupt you and where you can relax completely. Place your body in a comfortable position for you. And close your eyes. And with your eyes closed, I'm going to ask you to relax your body. That's it. And pay close attention to what I'm going to tell you. In this meditation, we are going to focus on the most important things in life: love, health, well-being, and money. By practicing this meditation, we're going to work on things that can make your life even more prosperous, richer, and happier. Just listen to my voice and what I'm going to tell you. Don't try to analyze it. Simply let yourself be carried away by my words while your body relaxes more and more comfortably. And perhaps there are things that are not understood instantly. However, your subconscious is working in the background, and sooner or later, you'll understand it. What's important is not to do anything. Zero effort and relax deeply while you continue breathing, allowing time to pass by in a special way. The first thing to understand is that our thoughts have a direct effect on our physical body and our life. Therefore, it is important not to waste our time thinking about illnesses that can happen to us, since this way of thinking can cause our body to get sick. Every time accidents happen to us, every time we get sick, or negative things happen to us, it is because we are thinking negative thoughts effortlessly. We may think that it's normal for negative things to happen to us. We may think that it's normal not to be successful. We may think that it's normal for things to go wrong with us. And you may think about this naturally, easily, and effortlessly. And thinking about it this way, with ease, is how these negative results are obtained. In the same way, we can use our thoughts to think positively and attract good things into our lives. Things that fill us with life and joy. The best thing we can do is think something positive in a natural and effortless way, with the confidence that this is what is going to happen to us. It is important to achieve and think what we want, that it really becomes a reality. That is something real, and that it is something positive that will benefit us. However, we must keep in mind that it's not just thinking positively, since not just because I'm telling you these words, something's going to change. The changes and the improvements will happen only if you really allow them to happen. And you don't have to wait for that change to be something big. First, it's important to learn to crawl before we learn to walk. Sometimes you want to make a lot of money, but we can't even pay a rent. Start with something small, something that you can achieve today. And then you can achieve bigger things. A person who wants to travel the world but hasn't even left their own town. That is a person who's living a lie. This person will complain that it is not true, that when we think of something, that it becomes a reality. Because even though he has thought about it, it doesn't happen. The truth is that everything that exists begins in the mind. An idea, a thought, can start everything. The mistake is wanting to have $1 million when we have not even been able to save $100. We must start with one step. First, get those $100. Then, save up to $1,000. And then, $10,000. And then $100,000. And then $200,000. And so on until you reach $1 million. When we cannot make our thoughts come true, we become disillusioned and think that life is not so easy, and that what we think doesn't happen. And most likely, that is true. When we make our thoughts become reality, we become masters of our life. That is when we feel that we can be successful in any area of our life. And every time you feel fear, shame, guilt, some discomfort or disagreement coming over you, think that it is going to fade away, and you will hardly notice it, and eventually it will fade away. Ideally, you want to have confidence in yourself and feel that you can achieve your goals. Because having confidence in yourself is how you are going to succeed in your life and reach your dreams. So, in this meditation, I'm going to guide you to a better life. I'm going to show you the way. However, I will not be able to walk the path for you. In the end, you are the only person who can make things happen or not happen in your life. In this meditation, I'll give you the guidance and a path you can follow, but it is up to you to walk the path. My job is to help and support you to stay on the right path every time you get distracted. This path of success will give you happiness, joy, and will help you evolve as a spiritual being. And as you evolve, become more successful and happier, you'll be able to support others to live better and achieve their goals. And it is also important to keep in mind that we are all not the same. Everyone is different, and each of us needs a different time to succeed and to achieve this success. So your focus will be only on yourself and to make sure that you are advancing at your speed, and you will only compare yourself with yourself in terms of your progress, because you will make sure to advance every day, even if it is just one step in the direction that you consider is best for you. And you'll also realize that it is not necessary to waste time on things that are not worthwhile, things that take away your energy or that make you feel bad. And mainly, you'll stop living with false ideas of the past, ideas of things that you tell yourself, but deep down you know that they are not true. Because you'll learn to be more honest with yourself. And this will help you be more successful because you will know what is true and what is not true. And this way, you'll be truly advancing in your goals and purposes. This will cause you to have greater confidence in yourself and will help you believe in yourself more because you'll realize your thoughts become a reality. Think something, feel it, and do it. This will give you the freedom to think what you really want and to have greater control over your life. And very soon, you'll realize that your imagination is the most valuable tool you have, because when we imagine something in our mind, it is more likely to happen. The problem with most people is that they tend to imagine the negative. They say, for example, that they want to earn a lot of money, but deep down, they imagine poverty and scarcity. And generally, what they get is what they imagine. But soon, you'll discover the power of your imagination and how your imagination is the connection you have with your mind and body to make your body and mind act as you want them to act and make things happen. And when you want something to happen, you'll notice that you'll put more importance on taking care of what you imagine and not what you want. For example, we can say that we want to wake up tomorrow at 5 a.m. But perhaps our imagination doesn't want it. And so, that is what's going to happen. If we want to stop eating sweets or the desserts, but our imagination doesn't want it. That won't happen. Or perhaps if we are sick and we want to heal, but our imagination doesn't want it because it is proven that that does not happen. That will not happen. Or if we want to earn a certain amount of money, but we cannot imagine earning more money, that will not happen. Buddha said that we should work on seeing things as they are and not as we think they are. And this means that our perception of things is what forms our world. When we believe that we live in a valley of tears, everything becomes a valley of tears. But when we decide to stop living in this valley of tears, but our imagination is in conflict, our imagination almost always wins. The desire of the imagination is almost always stronger. This is why we must remember that almost always our thoughts, good or bad, sooner or later become reality. They materialize. This is how we are constantly creating a reality. When Buddha became enlightened, it is said that he realized that he was the result of everything he had ever thought. In the same way, we are the result of everything we have thought and created for ourselves and for others. When we realize the importance of our thoughts, we realize that if we have ever been successful in our lives, it is because we decided to. And if we ever experience joy, it is because we wanted to. We decided. The person who has self-confidence and who undertakes an adventure almost always succeeds because he or she does what they have to do to obtain that result. And even if this person fails, they will take advantage of any situation. On the other hand, people who doubt themselves almost never succeed. And if for some reason this person is successful, could be because someone else decided for them. That's why, starting today, you'll think that everything you have to do is easy for you. And by thinking this way, you will ensure that things come easily and effortlessly, because you know that if you think that what you are going to do is difficult, it'll be more difficult to work with and to achieve what you want to achieve. This tool of imagination and the power of decision that all human beings have is what will give you the confidence to think certain things with no effort and know that your thoughts do become a reality. And by constantly practicing this meditation and practicing to think something, to feel it, and to do it, you will constantly train your mind and your body to make your thoughts come true. This will fill you with confidence, faith, and persistence, because by achieving your purposes, it'll be easier for you to believe in yourself and to believe that your thoughts have strength and that they can come true. People who cannot make their thoughts come true is because they need to have confidence in themselves. These people think they want something, but deep down they know and feel that it's not possible. And therefore, they cannot make their thoughts come true because they don't have the strength to make them a reality. They may say, for example, that they want to stop eating sweet bread, and a few hours later, they have the bread in their mouth. The same thing happens with people who are sick. They can go to the best doctors in the world, receive the best treatment, and perhaps even the best medicine. However, if the person doesn't believe that they can be healed, it is most likely that the person will not heal. It can also happen to someone who wants to do business. They can consult the wisest man and obtain the best advice. However, if in their mind the person believes that they cannot achieve economic wealth, that will happen, and no one will be able to change their mind unless they are willing to make this change. That is why what you think and what you imagine is the most powerful thing that exists. That is why your biggest enemy is fear. Fear makes you fail. Fear makes you fall. Fear leads us to make irreparable mistakes. fear of failure makes you fail. On the other hand, the idea of success brings us more success. And this idea helps us overcome the obstacles that appear on our path. The first thing we must end and eliminate from our lives to succeed is fear. And to end and eliminate fear, we have to remember that fear is an emotion, and this emotion is the result of imagination. What kind of things does a person who is afraid imagine? They imagine that they will not be able to achieve what they want. They imagine that they're going to run out of money. They imagine that something bad is going to happen to their family. These ideas are what make this person suffer and lose their confidence in themselves. And the problem is that to get rid of the fear, they have to have confidence. And so the way to break this vicious cycle is by creating thoughts that go against fear. This is where faith and conviction come in. When we have faith and trust that we are going to move forward, fear can be overcome. That is why your biggest enemy is fear. The key to all of this is optimism. You need to be optimistic to be happy and achieve success in life. By being optimistic, you'll be filled with energy, confidence, and it'll be easier to have faith that you'll be able to achieve what you desire. When you have faith, it is easier to imagine what you want. And it is always important to remember that for our imagination to work, it must be effortless. And the way to be anything and achieve success in life is through persistence. Because it really doesn't matter how intelligent you are, as long as you are willing to persist in the direction that you want. If you do this, you're most likely to achieve what you set out to do. We are talking about a persistence with no suffering, soft and effortless, like the waves of the sea. We're talking about an organic movement that pushes another movement without the need to think about it. It is something that simply happens and that makes things flow and function in a natural way, freely and spontaneously. Something positive, something that you know will please you and can transform your future into something better. And by keeping this in mind, you'll be able to realize every time you have thoughts that go against what you want, and you'll realize that these thoughts that go against what you want are like the stones that you're putting in your path. Every thought you have is a seed that you are sowing for the future, and you'll obtain the harvest in the future. This is why you will think carefully about what you want to obtain in the near future, and you'll know that what you will obtain will be the result of you, not your family or your friends, but of what you saw at this moment. And every time you have a negative thought, it'll be like planting a seed for a weed, something that will not give you any benefit. This is why you'll focus on sowing positive seeds of thoughts that'll give you fruits of things. They'll give you more strength and will keep you on the path of what you want to achieve. And you know that good and bad don't really exist because it depends on each person. So for you, you'll understand that a good thought is the one that brings you closer to what you want, and a bad thought will be the one that takes you away from what you want, from that which you have decided that you know can fill you with joy, happiness, and prosperity. You will achieve this through your positive thoughts that you'll be creating day by day. Continue listening to my voice And we're going to let your subconsciousness listen to what I'm going to tell you. Each phrase will have a deep meaning for you. And although some of them you may have already heard before, this time they'll have a different meaning for you because you'll be willing to open your mind to change and transformation. Because my intention of offering you these prophecies is to achieve the transformation of that part of you that knows that it can improve very soon. I know that when we talk about prophecies, we talk about misfortunes or things that can happen in the future as something negative. However, this time there'll be positive things that have to do with you. So listen to what I'm going to tell you and let yourself go. Every day, despite the circumstances, you'll be better and better. Every week that passes, you'll be learning new things. I see you in 5 or 10 years, enjoying happy moments that you can't even imagine. I also see you achieving double what you have achieved so far in 7 years. I know that there will be moments where things are not going to be the way you want. However, I see that you'll be able to overcome those obstacles with ease because love and trust will reign in your life. I want you to know that no matter how you're doing right now, I am sure that in the near future, you'll be 10 times better in all aspects of your life. In terms of abundance, I can tell you that what you have right now, much or little, does not compare to what I see in your near future. Perhaps if I told you certain amounts of money that I see you receiving in the future, you would tell me that it is not possible and that you don't think you can get that. But I know that these amounts will come into your life because you deserve it. Regarding your lifestyle, I can see that in 3 or 5 years, there will be a positive change, and I see that you will be 5 times better than how you are now. I also see that your worries are going to disappear, and even if you think that what I'm telling you cannot be, because it's too simple or because it seems silly, in the near future, you'll be able to remember this moment and see how your life has improved. I know that there are things that perhaps you would like to happen, but there are also things that you can't even imagine can happen to you. Many positive things that will fill you with joy and happiness, you and the people around you. In the future, you'll also discover that the intelligence you have until now is not yet your limit, but that there are still many things that you will learn that will give you that push, that increase, and that advance that you were waiting for to take your life to another level. This increased intelligence will also help you in the future to solve your problems more easily. You'll notice that your fears have disappeared, and that when you look back, you'll realize that things have turned out better than you expected. And every time you have doubts about something and that you're not advancing as you expected, you'll quickly discover that this is not the case, that you are going at your own speed, and that you are advancing at your own pace, and that your speed and rhythm will increase according to the improvements that you'll make, experimenting in your own time. Another thing that will happen is that the love in your life for yourself and the love for the people around you will grow. Even the people who have ever bothered you or caused any problems, you'll start to like, and they will start to like you. And you'll be able to forgive those people that at some point have hurt you. Your problems will become less and less, and your skills will continue to increase to the point that it'll be easier for you to solve these problems. When we talk about your body, with each day that passes, you'll notice how your body feels healthier and healthier with each second, with each minute, with each hour that passes. You'll notice how your body feels with more energy. You feel more comfortable with your body, and you'll notice how your body adapts to your desires and transforms into what you need to achieve what you want to achieve. And over the years, your body will develop lasting strength vital energy that will give you full life and will become more resistant. And over the years, your body will develop lasting strength, a vital energy that will keep you full of life, and you'll become more resilient. And this will keep your body younger than it is and even more attractive. Your life in 10 years will be completely different than it is now. I can tell you that you'll be enjoying life and the people around you 10 to 20 times more, because I see that there will be much more love and confidence in yourself, because you will be working on the things that fill you with happiness and joy. Things that you know give more to you and the people around you. I see you working on beneficial things, important things for you. Another thing I see is that your desire to live compared to the desire to live that you have now does not compare to what you will experience in the future. Just as 20 years ago, the internet did not exist, and being able to communicate with another person by video call seemed impossible, and now it is possible. In 10 years, I see that you'll be enjoying things that will happen to you that now seem impossible. In the near future, I also see you traveling to places that you never imagined you would visit, because you and your family will be able to enjoy places that perhaps seem impossible to you at this moment. Because your mental capacities will increase to a level that you can't even imagine. Things that have not occurred to you now. And even if you could imagine it, they'll seem very distant in the future. But keep in mind that 10 years fly by, especially when you're happy. I can also see you helping other people achieve their desires and achieve happiness. And by helping others achieve their goals, you'll be developing your powers even more. And so I see you getting double or triple the happiness that you will offer to them in 5 to 10 years. And as you advance in your life, you'll be able to realize how much you have advanced. I see you in the future, smiling and happy. I see you in good health and with a lot of knowledge, with many skills, and above all, with a great freedom. I can see how your confidence has increased 10 times more than it already is. There's a great growth in you as a spiritual being. And I can see how your positive thoughts solidify more and more, destroying those thoughts of doubt and fear. From this moment on, things will look different because you'll be seeing life from a deeper and more positive point of view. By maintaining this positivity, you'll be able to achieve more happiness, more joy, and more abundance in all areas of your life as time passes. And I can see in the future how in 5 years you'll be able to advance even more simply by inertia. Just as a river flows naturally and ends in the sea, your progress will increase more and more without effort. Your energy will be increasing more and more. Your health will be improving more and more. And I can see how your love will be increasing more and more, and how nothing and no one will be able to stop this flow of things naturally in the future. Because you'll be able to help yourself and others more and more. As your skills continue to improve more and more. And every day that you practice this meditation, these words will gain more strength, and you will ensure that your thoughts of help, of satisfaction, and your thoughts of joy become a reality. I can see you participating in big projects, important projects that can fill you with satisfaction, joy, and greater knowledge. I can see time passing by and you feeling greater happiness. I can see you achieving much more than what you are achieving right now, and that the life you lead now doesn't even compare to what will come in the near future. The life you'll lead in the future will be more full of successes than failures. I also see more awards, more health, and more positive things that come into your life in all directions. I see you surrounded by true friends, people who support you in your desires, and that they have interests in common with you. I see that these people are motivated by you, and that you motivate them to be better people. I see you as a leader who leads many people to achieve a better life and to achieve a better world in all directions. I see you helping to improve society in different areas without effort. I see you helping to end evil on this planet. I see you enjoying a better world. A world where nature has become something more important than material things. I see you having new opportunities to succeed with each day that passes from this moment on. And I see how your life is improving more and more in all aspects. In all directions, you'll be improving more and more. You are someone who, with each passing day, will have the ability to help more people, and you will help them not out of pity, but because you know that by helping others, you're also helping yourself to get ahead. This freedom will take you to other levels of happiness. And from this moment on, you'll be getting used to pleasant surprises. The surprises that you'll get in the near future. Because you already know that you are in a good place. You are at a very special point, a point where something good can happen, a point where you can have a better future, a promising future, a future full of happiness, and a future full of great wisdom and knowledge. And you know that these words may not make sense now, but over time, these words will become a reality. And even though you are relaxed and resting right now, your mind is working in the background to create this future full of joy, and this future that will fill you with happiness. For now, continue resting. My voice will leave you now. However, you may continue enjoying this peace and this deep relaxation. Rest and do nothing, and simply let yourself be carried away by your imagination. Sleep.